Hello, this is Tomonori, your instructor for Japanese 103. And today we'll talk about mo and shika. Okay. Mo and shika are what we call polarity item. It's not registering. And all languages have them, and in English they are similar to as many as. So mo indicates as many as, and shika indicates as few as or only, right? And they are always used with the numbers. So there's a fixed amount or a fixed number that you indicate, and you just give the perspective about the number, right? So if you say as many as, if you say like as many as 5 days, that indicates you have a 5 days, and it indicates 5 days is more than you expected, or it's bigger than you expected, right? You can say also as few as 5 days in English, and the 5 days the same, but you're just showing your perspective. 5 days is shorter than expected, right? The same thing is only 5 days indicates something lesser, something less than you expected, right? So both mo and shika, they just show your perspective about a specific number or given amount. Okay. So let's start with example. コーヒーを3杯も飲みました。コーヒーを3杯も飲みました。So more indicates as many as. So this means I drank as many as 3 cups of coffee. I drank as many as 3 cups of coffee. 寿司を3つも食べました。寿司も3つも食べました。I ate as many as 3 pieces of sushi. コーヒーを1杯しか飲みませんでした。コーヒーを1杯しか飲みませんでした。I drank only 1 cup of coffee. 寿司を1つしか食べませんでした。寿司を1つしか食べませんでした。Is I ate only 1 piece of sushi. Okay, so here you notice that you use negative, right? Shika is almost similar to zenzen or amari. So when you use zenzen, you always have to end with negation, right? Zenzen 食べません or 全然飲みません or あまり食べません or あまり飲みません. The same way, if you use shika, you always have to end with negation. So you have to finish with negation. So the confusing part of shika is, although you have to end with negation, you did this number, right? So if you say コーヒーを1杯しか飲みませんでした, the translation in English is I drank 1 cup of coffee only 1 cup of coffee, right? So although you negate it, you actually did this action. The same way, 寿司を1つしか食べませんでした。I ate only 1 piece of sushi. So again, it's negative, but you did this action, right? So this combination just shows your perspective. So just telling that it's fewer than expected. Good. So that's one confusing area of shika. And another confusing part of the this expression is counter. So in Japanese, number is never used by itself. Right? You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, but you almost never use 1, 2, 3, 4 by themselves. They always appear with what we call counter. Right? So depends on what you're counting. You have to use very specific kind of counter. For small objects, three-dimensional object like little stuff, we use ko. So we say 1個、2個、3個、4個. If it's a bound material such as a book or notebook, we use 冊。1冊、2冊、3冊. For big machinery or vehicles, we use 台。1台、2台、3台. And for small animals, we use 匹。1匹、2匹、3匹. For long, thin object, typically like pen, things like pen, we say 本。1本、2本、3本. Excuse me. For flat objects such as paper, we use 枚。1枚、2枚、3枚. If it's a liquid container, basically a cup, we say 杯。1杯、2杯、3杯. For humans, we have 人 or 1人. We use the mix of the traditional number when you count the humans. So we say 1人、2人. So first two are special. 1人、2人、1 and 2 people. And then after that, 3人、4人、5人. And then we have this little gadget, つ, which is a universal counter. So if you don't know which counter you have to use, we can use this つ for almost everything, except for humans. If it's a little bit strange to use つ for humans, and also something living like animals, it's somewhat strange. So for non-living things, you almost always can use つ. The problem is つ, you have to use the Japanese traditional counting systems. So instead of 1、2、3, we use 1、1つ、2、2つ、3つ、4つ、5つ、6つ、7つ、8つ、9つと. So we have completely different numbers for that. But however, this is extremely useful. So let's see a few examples. So all of them, let's use 1. So how do you count 1 dog? How do you say 1 dog? 犬 1匹 鉛筆 鉛筆1本 お菓子 お菓子1つ お皿 お皿1枚 お茶 お茶1杯 傘 傘1本 カバン カバン1つ 紙 紙 紙1枚 車 車1台 ケーキ ケーキ1つ コーヒー コーヒー1杯 ご飯 ご飯1杯 So we use, for some reason, we use this liquid counter for rice, bowl of rice. 魚 1匹 雑誌、一冊、シャツ、一枚、ジュース、いっぱい、スープ、いっぱい、卵、1個、チョコレート、1枚、テレビ、1台。Right? So all of these, you anything actually, if you're counting something, you have to pick the right counter when you use the number. Okay. So let's see these other images. You can practice, and these are the sentences to translate from Japanese to English and English to Japanese. All of the answers will be in the chat of the video. Okay, so if you have questions, please reach out to me. Thank you.